Hey, I'm back. Welcome to another video. If you watched the last one, you know I'm starting right where I just left off on the last one. Going down the valley here. I was just talking about God providing and each time. And that last, when I got into the story about Gregory again, about him bringing me money out of nowhere when I was crying to God about not knowing what I was going to do and how he told me to provide. And I told God, I know you say provide, but I can't help it. I'm scared. And then, knock, here's Gregory giving me money. Yeah. It wasn't a lot, but it was the point. So, it was just to reiterate what I talked about in the last video. And, you know, I got denied my unemployment for the last time because out of my appeals, so I'm done appealing and I can't do it anymore. So that was a depressor. So that was Monday. I got the notification in the mail that I got the notification in the mail that I got denied the unemployment. So that started really beating me up because I got bills that are way overdue. My emergency credit card of $300, so it had a $300 limit. I got that up to about $260, but I'm 2 payments late now, going into the 3rd payment. And they just sent me an email saying my credit score improved. Go figure. I don't know how that works. You know? That's just a shocker. I don't know how my credit score can improve when I'm 2 payments behind. Or 3, gonna be 3. So I got no way to pay them right now, so I haven't contacted them. I did that before when my mom died and I had to let go of some credit cards. I was constantly calling each of them trying to explain my situation. In the beginning they were very understandable, but then they wanted to talk to me like every week or every other week and kept pushing me for like, can't you borrow from family or can't you? No, man, my mom just died, my brother's attacking me, and my family, my crazy greedy family's turning goofy on me, and I've got a lot I'm dealing with here. I'm out of work. You know what? I can't deal with this. You know, I mean, you're just piling on to added stress to me, so I had to quit talking to them because I had no way to pay them. You know, and then when I started working at the foundry, I started paying back on some of my bills and stuff, and then between trying to live in the camper and trying to pay off stuff and that. I got some debts paid. I still got more debts I got to cover. I haven't got personal debts like my aunt. I owe her money for helping me with the storage unit for a while. And then I got that 2 different storage units that I paid for almost 2-3 years, forking out $300 a month for her. Now I lost those.
Welcome to Wisconsin.
And in those storage units I had my motorcycle, my Jeep, and a bunch of other expensive stuff. And the other one, the first one, what can I say in here? That one had a lot of stuff from when I was able to get out of the house before my brother had stole everything else. I don't know how I got on that. I try to stay away from negative subjects. Right now I'm just talking about my life, I guess. Through all this, even though I think one of these times I gotta sit down and just tell the whole story, just lay it all out, everything that happened with each of my siblings and the nastiness and everything, you know. I don't know why I protect them. I try to be nice and say they weren't so nice or they weren't being nice. It's a lot more than that. But and that's how to reiterate for people that haven't seen my earlier videos, that's how I got at my age right now, I'm 57, and 3 years ago I got kind of forced into this camper to start my life over. And the good thing is, ahead of time, before my mom even got sick and all the craziness happened, I was really into the van life, RV life videos and started preparing for it. There's another thing relating with God. So I'm 1,000 watt inverter, DC to DC charger, a bunch of oddball stuff that I was learning from watching all the videos. Important things to have when you're living van life or RV life. I got this cool little rechargeable LED light. Looks like when I hang it, it's like an upside down light bulb with a grill cage around it. Well, the bottom part is the light bulb that's got 3 different brightnesses. The middle part in there is a bug zapper. It's got purple light and little coiled wires. And that little sucker works for mosquitoes for sure. I don't know if I've ever seen a dead fly from it, but mosquitoes for sure. I tested it on the table with a camper full of mosquitoes, and I got out, shut the door, and went in the house. And I came back, and there's just a bunch of mosquitoes laying all around it and dead. So it does work. I'll have to show it on camera sometime, but that'd be a good thing if I ever get like Amazon affiliate. Because that's how I found out about it, from watching a van lifer. And ordered it, and boy, I like that little bugger. And it's rechargeable, so comes in really handy. It has a pretty good battery life for how much I use that light. You know, it can stay lit pretty long. And it's pretty bright. And it's got a bug zapper, which is great in the summer when you get a couple of pesky mosquitoes that get in here. Then it's great to have it, because that way you don't have to worry about them buzzing by your ear and sucking your blood through the night. You can turn out all the lights and turn that thing on, and they're going to go to it and get a good zapping. Sorry, Lord. That's probably another one of your creatures, but I guess the mosquitoes kind of got to go. Hope that doesn't get marked against me. Anyway, but back to it being related with God is that, I've been preparing for van life and RV life. Now, because my brother's always marched to his own drum and a different kind of a guy, I was going to put out the truth of it. He's definitely a narcissist, and I'm really pretty rotten. Now, I don't know why he's that way. Maybe he's got some hurt in him, and I'm not trying to justify him, because he's done too much rotten things through his life. But maybe there's something in him that's hurting, that why he lashes out at people. I tried getting through him. The very last time we got into serious argument and stuff, that's when I knew I couldn't. There was no getting through to him. I said, I can't be around you anymore. I can't have toxicity.
600 feet at the traffic circle.
And
second exit and stay on
but
US 80s.
how God's involved in this is because I had gotten all this stuff, and then my mom, because we worried that it was very high potential that my brother could do a bunch of ugly stuff, and he did. She made me put my name on this camper, because this was going to be her camper. And she made me put my name on this camper. It's like she could see the future again. Just like when she told me losing my other job was a blessing in disguise, and I'd know it later. Well, I did later, because after she died, I realized that losing that job was a blessing in disguise, because I got to spend so much extra time with my mom after I lost that job. And she died not too long after that, because it was in the beginning of COVID, and COVID sort of got her and killed her. My mom, it's like she's seen it. It's like she could see it all coming. And I'm understanding it more and more, because I've talked in a couple of my videos how, well, I'm getting too sidetracked. So the solar panels and everything, all of a sudden, even though I've been preparing for van life and RV life, all this stuff happened. I stayed with they're my sisters, but they're my stepsisters. And the younger of the two has always been a lot closer to me, even though she's changed, done some not so nice things through the years too. I thought she'd done some growing and changing, and she said I could come stay there during, and I did for the first winter, and stayed in her basement, and it was great, because I got to be around her and my nieces. It was nice to be around family and people that love me. My sister, I don't know if she can term. I don't know how to explain it. Man, when she's loving or caring about you, you can really feel that it's real. And then she could, like, next thing you know, just like all that doesn't exist, and the world is rotten. You're part of it. I hope she finds herself too. She's been making a lot of good decisions, and she got snaky on me too, but at least I got some good time out of it. And I think I was supposed to be there at the time that I was. Maybe I'm hoping it made some type of good influence. But once I had to get out of there, things started, when she started getting squirrely. All that stuff I had gotten, all that interest in my solar panels and everything, that's on this camper. That's in this camper. I installed it all. And that has kept me alive in a sheltered home environment for over three years now. And I've produced all my own power. The only time I've ever had to plug in anywhere, which I didn't have to, but I did, was at a campground when it got super, super hot, when I knew there was super hot weather coming, hot and humid, and pay for a couple days at a campground to plug in so I could run the roof here, because I don't have a generator. Otherwise, I produce all my own electricity and never ran short on it. And all that, now I look back at it, and I know it was all happened for a reason, because all those things I bought have helped me through all this. So it was like God was preparing me, and when all the bad stuff happened, it said that RV, because I kept putting off this RV van life that I wanted to try anyway, and I've been enjoying it for the most part, outside of all these struggles and challenges. The actual living in the RV part, I've actually quite enjoyed quite a bit. You know, now that I've been out of work and out of money, it's really made it tough, because of, especially with being in the northern climate in Minnesota, and what time I got here. I'll try to cut this short here. But anyway, getting all the stuff ahead of time was God preparing me, is what I believe. And I'm glad that I had it, because once the life changed, I kept thinking, oh, I got to prepare, I got to get some more stuff, I got to be ready for van life, RV life. Finally, it was like, guess what? You're doing it now. And pow, kind of like getting kicked out of the nest as a bird. Now you're going to learn how to fly. So that's that. And that, I believe that it's all part of it. It's all part of God's plan. And thank goodness I did all that stuff, bought all that stuff. Well, I could. And got it all installed. It kept me working at the foundry for a couple of years while I was living in the camper with my own power and stuff. The diesel heater I installed, I love it. Now I still got to afford the diesel, but yeah, diesel heater is well worth the investment, for especially if you can't handle cold well. It's definitely a nice dry heat. You know, you don't get all the frost on your windows and stuff much. So thanks for watching, and we'll see you on the next one. God bless you.